So let's bring in the man in charge of the election, Georgia Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. Good to see you, sir.
Good evening, Chris.
Good news will be no news from you. Any problems, anything that you're hearing early on? What is the state of play in your election tonight?
Well, we had 2,700 precincts today. Only 4 precincts had to stay open past 7 o'clock. Average wait times were about 2 minutes in the afternoon. Longest time I saw on the board was about 14 minutes. During the day, we had a couple precincts that had 1-hour waits, but that really dissipated and worked itself out. So everyone was moving through the lines, and we had very strong turnout today. We had over 1.4 million voters vote today in person.
Secretary of State, as a conceptual question, the calendar was shortened from 17 to 5. Why isn't more better when it comes to day to vote?
Well, we give voters the choice. They can decide what they want to do. They can vote absentee. That's about 5% of the voters. And then about 60% of the voters typically are voting now in person early. And then election day is the balance of 35%. So that's really how it works in Georgia right now. Voters prefer to vote in person, either early or on election day.
But I'm saying, why isn't more days better? Instead of 5, having 17 like you did before, you'd have more people vote.
Well, 4 years ago, we had a 4-week state runoff, and we had the 9-week federal runoff. When we went with UOCAVA ballots, we made that it would be ranked choice voting, instant runoff system for that. That has allowed us to line up all of our runoffs to be a 4-week schedule like it had been historically in Georgia. So it's now back to the 4-week runoff period. And we did have some long lines, obviously, because not all the counties had their precincts as many as they had in the fall race. So there were some things that we need to work with the General Assembly, make sure we keep, the right number of precincts open for early voting so we can move those voters to the lines.
You think that we get a result tonight?
We'll get a lot of the results, and whether you can say this is the person that wins that race really gets down to how close this race is. And that's really something we'll just have to wait and see.
What is the rule? At what point do you think it gets carried over into the next night? What would be the margin that would keep you from calling it?
Well, when it gets within that 1% margin, 2%, something like that, it'll just be too close, depending on which counties still have to come in. And it really depends which way do they lean and where's the candidate. So we just, continue to report the results, and we let all the campaign consultants, do their work, and people that are on these, TV shows, they're probably making their predictions, but we don't make predictions, we just report results.
Your job is to get the election right. So far, so good. Your tie indicates your party. Do you think that Herschel Walker will win this race, and do you think he should win it?
Well, I think it gets down to the turnout. It was very strong turnout, and I know that a lot of Republicans in the last few cycles have been voting more on Election Day. But, is it enough? We'll find out later today. And so it is what it is. But our job is just to make sure we have honest and fair elections. And then also, because there's been so much misinformation over the last couple cycles, we will be doing an audit of this. It'll be a risk limiting audit so we can verify to the voters. We went back and did a sample size of hand counting, and we verify here's what the results are. We did that in the fall. We'll do it for this one. So all the voters know this is the person that won this race. Hands down, no questions.
Process matters. I like it. But let me ask you again. Do you think Herschel Walker should win this race?
Well, it's up to the voters to decide that. And in this seat, I don't get involved in who should win races. I just make sure that we have fair and honest elections.
Fair enough. I'll give you a pass because it's election night. But let me ask you this. 2 policy questions. One, Andrew Yang, you've been very busy, but you know who Andrew Yang is. He put out a tweet, which is an interesting concept about ranked choice voting, and you know what that is. Imagine if Georgia had adopted hashtag ranked choice voting and the will of the people was expressed back in November, saving millions of hours of work and tens of millions of dollars. What's your response?
Well, we've already incorporated instant runoff or ranked choice voting for the UOCAVA military ballots,
Right.
and that has really worked well. So we can report back to the General Assembly, here's what has happened there, and then if they want to look at that or go back to a plurality of, say, 45%, like they had back in the 90s, that's another option. There may be some other options. So there is some work coming before the General Assembly to make decisions. What do they want to see moving forward? But I think that every option should be considered.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.